And once again, it is Monday night. Time for Monday Night Real Flight. Starting up the multiplayer. Hosting. Hi guys. Hi guys. We are live. You're doing well. Let's do some flying. Hi Mike Bird. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, look at that. Can't even fly. It's been a little bit. Hope you're doing well, Mike. You know, tomorrow is, hi Paul. I guess you all know that tomorrow is April Fool's Day, right? So don't don't trust anyone or anything. It's just like any other day, right? Hey, hopefully there's some nice lounges up there in Vegas you can go visit, Mike. I was thinking about that after our conversation on the chat. Hi, Shadow. Hey, it's coming up your birthday on Thursday. So happy birthday to Shadow this week. He's got a video set to premiere tomorrow morning at 8. I marked it to notify me. Hi, CVO. Hi, David. How are you doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. You and Crystal? And the pup? I can't remember the dog's name. Sorry. Well, I figured I'd get a little flying in. See if I can do anything. I can't really. Yeah, Shadow, I hope you have a great day all week. That's great, David. Great to hear. So my wife and I did a thing on Sunday. The dealership was open, so we went and looked around. I don't know what's going to happen, but our time is near with this 20-year-old Toyota we have. It's a great truck, and it'll go a lot more miles. You know, if you want to put the money into it. I think we would just rather invest in a newer model. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll see what happens. The wife's off on Thursday and Friday. And we're going to go check it out. Urban Legend. How you doing, Ty? Thank you for stopping in. I was getting some airtime before anybody comes in. Well, that's what happens sometimes. Almost felt like the elevator aileron stick came loose a little bit. Hi, Jeff. Hi, guys. Thank you for stopping in. I'm grateful to every single one of you. Time to jump in and get some stick time. Show off a little bit if you want. I don't know how to show off really. I barely know how to fly. But I'm pretty good at this little simulator game. And then I crash, right? Oh, got a new phone tonight. Oh my goodness, Jeff. I understand that struggle, sir. Because when you do that, all your passwords change, and it just becomes a kind of a nightmare, huh? I agree. Before I forget to say it, you guys gotta stay hydrated, all right? I fixed the coffee before the show. I'm ready to go. Going back to Android. Okay. Says Richard Hensley has entered the room with a Funscale PT19, so we will watch him. Hi, Richard. Thank you for jumping in, my friend. Glad you're here. There we go. I don't have any chase on this one, so got to keep it in close. I don't know about you, but sometimes watching that chase camera will kind of make me feel a little ill. I was the kid that took Dramamine, you know, in the car on the rides, the long rides. Oh, that's great. I can understand why you do that. Great flying, Richard. I love that PT19. That was my very first control line model. That little blue and yellow PT19 by Cox that seemed like every kid had. Hi, Victor. Mountain RC. Hi, guys. I'm sure some of you, if not all of you, got your issue of Model Aviation in the mail. That came today with the Junior Flight Program. I thought that was pretty cool. I like looking through here, finding some different stuff. You know? There was one page here where I thought, oh, that's just so cool. And I wanted to show you. Because, I don't know, maybe some of you have already done it. Maybe not. But I think I might want to try it. And it is this page right here. It says, go fly a kite. Oh, that's nice. I have a little kite outside that would be perfect for that. Goes through all the steps you need to do it. What angles to make all your bracing. Pretty cool article. Pete flew his kite Saturday. That's cool. It's going to be happening really soon. GCB, Tim Smith. Hi, guys. I was going to mention it's going to be happening real soon here, the SpaceX rocket. Any of you other got another page open watching that too? The Falcon 9. Supposed to launch here in like 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Rained. Oh, they put it off? Great flying, Richard. Jackson. Hi, Chris. Flying Tiger. Guys, thank you for being here. I took a little tumble this weekend. Got a nice little band-aid on my arm. Just tore the hide right the heck off. Not fun. Woohoo! Victor's in the room. Flying, that is. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's how a lot of my flights end up, Richard. So tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Believe nothing and trust no one. So it's just like any other day, as far as I'm concerned. Well, it's easy enough to crash them on here. Sometimes it happens in real life. I know I crashed my wing. They got that Motion RC has that wing. I can't remember what the heck it's called. It flies really nice though. I did one of those takeoffs where it bounced off the ground and it went up and then came right back down. Hi, Don. I saw you earlier. Hope you're doing well, sir. Richard, first up in the room. Doing a great job flying. Looks like CVO David jumped in. Microphone a little better tonight, guys. You know, last week Philip said that it was a little muffled, so I moved it a little closer to me. I'm trying to speak a little clearer and louder, and I better have some coffee. The airfield is, let's take a look, Paul. Okay, come on down here. We are at AMA Flying Site 3. If anybody would want to change it to something else, just let me know. I'm all for that if you want. Richard, thank you for flying, sir. I'm going to switch to Victor now. Give everybody a look here. Uh-oh, look at that. Woohoo! Some starship looking thing. Oh, that looks cool, Victor. A Grumman DARPA NASA project. Nice, Victor. Ty, I have to say that you have a very fun show. it's a blast watching you guys, and I do appreciate you having them. Yeah, Victor's a great pilot. Nice, Victor. So maybe some of you saw that Peter Spiro video, um, where he built the see-through um, airplane. That, that was pretty cool. The fun zone is fun. How is the truck? Well, Richard, after yesterday, it is nicely tucked in underneath the covered parking. Hi, Lori. Hi, Chris. We've been gathering parts up that are in the process of being primed and painted, and getting them, all gathered up in one place, and kind of just have to kind of put a little hold on it for a minute. It's warming up, and you know, I would like to spend a lot more time working on the truck, but I've been doing the electrical in my shop, which is all done. I have lights to it. I have lights to my storage container now, which is so nice. Just walk out there and flip on the switch. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. I guess it's just the fear of not knowing how to actually get it done, and going, oh, well, I can't. And that mindset is the worst thing to have, because when you tell yourself you can't, it's you've lost before you start. You should try and never ever tell yourself that. Your mind is so powerful. Just remember, God has a sense of humor. Just go look in the mirror. I know I laugh. Man, I think you're testing the weight limits of the runway there, Victor. Okay, more coffee, more coffee. That's the Donut Shop brand. I have the Mountain Roast too, and it's okay. I like them. Very good flying, Victor. Wow, lots of. So you guys are gonna have to communicate amongst yourselves and figure out the landing schedules, because I don't have any. I don't have any sound of that. Maybe I should turn my phone on and just be ready if anybody comes in the room that's new. I try and do that sometimes, but sometimes I forget. There we go. And there we go. Awesome flying, Victor. Thank you so much. Let's jump down here to David. Keep things rolling at a good pace. Nice, David. Some slow flight. It's going to slow the show down a little. It is a very cool looking jet. I don't think I've tried to fly that one on the sim yet. Very nice, David. You'll have to tell me what that plane is, because to me it looks like a little blue plane. Very nice. Yeah, how's Vegas, Mike? Have you been to some of the lounges yet? UMX Pits. Ah, good. It certainly does well. CVO, you have mastered the sticks. Very, very good. EQ. How you doing, EQ? I can imagine. Very nice, David. How's things going for you, EQ? Working on those motor mounts for the B-24? Is it the B-24? I know it's a bomber. I'm sorry. I think it's a B-24. SpaceX should be launching right pretty soon. B-17, that's right. It's going to be awesome. Well, when I looked earlier, they were like at 45 minutes away or something like that, with light rains or something happening, some kind of weather system that was going to move through. I don't know if it's going to delay the launch. Oh, I can imagine. EQ, you're going to need a bigger place. You only have to leave with $1 to be a winner. That's true. That is true. David switched to the Viper, which is such an awesome flying jet. Great flying, David. Well, the struggle is real, EQ. I've been having to do the shuffle of stuff that I say I need that I never use, and I don't know. I'm so close to just gutting to just clear it up. Hi, Dan Zimmerman. Hope you're doing well, sir. Nice. Well, good luck with the projects, Dan. I was out cleaning up tools. The problem is if I start doing things, like working on the truck, I'll have tools in cardboard boxes here and there and everywhere, and it would do me well to have like a rolling cart with tools. But the one that I have already is so full of stuff you can't even roll it around. So what do you do? So I don't know if it's a good problem or a bad problem, but it seems to be a problem. Any of you else struggle with that kind of stuff? I mean, do any of you have like, too many Coleman lanterns or too many lawn chairs or too many cars? Oh, never mind. I have too many trucks. Oh man, it's difficult. Oh, I understand. Oh, Lori, that's the way that's the way my grandparents were, right? I remember my grandfather sending me to the store to buy a tool, right? A pipe cutter, one of those like chain with wheels. You put it around a pipe, exhaust pipe. You turn it round and round and tighten it to cut the pipe. He sent me to buy one. When I got there, I called him. I said, "Yeah, they have them." He said, "Buy two." He always wanted two of everything. And I guess if you live 50 miles away from town, that's what you do. Because it takes so much time to go back and get it, and money. Not according to Lori. Oh, she's going to let you. Okay. Well, that's very cool. Well, they're a lot smaller, so the things that don't take up as much room. I guess that's why I hang on to all the stuff I have. So when you just take the one thing out and go, oh, yeah, I need this. I still got room for that. You put it back. I was going to ask all of you if you have anything like a bug out bag or an emergency bag or something like that you take with you when you go out. Super one-handed RC. How you doing, man? It's a lot of fun, sir. I'm going to add you as a moderator, too. Thank you for stopping in. Too many Native American things. Yeah. Speaking of Native American things, Lori, I found some more pottery in the yard while I was digging that trench for the electrical. I dug two of them. One from the pedestal to the shop, and then one from the shop to the container, like the 20-foot container. And it's a lot of fun. Super one-handed. Do you have the Real Flight Evolution or Real Flight? Yeah, we're flying right now. Okay. Well, it's a lot of fun. And you know, if you're into RC and you say, well, I'm not sure if I could fly an airplane and I don't want to risk a $200 or $300, $400 airplane, maybe, depending on what you want to buy. It's a lot of fun. But just the sim itself is a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, if you go into most hobby stores, they'll have it set up. At least the one that I go to has it. Very nice, David. That is awesome, sir. I'm going to keep it going and switch to Flying Tiger. Ooh, nice. Oh, biplane. Um, yeah, it's a transmitter. Just looks like this, except it's cable to go right to the computer. There are, Lori. Just a few miles down the highway on the other side, they had to dig for quite a few years, just mapping out all kinds of relics and circles from little buildings and whatnot. And we always find pottery. And I believe that it comes from about the 800, AD kind of thing. What would it be? The Pueblo Indians? You're already bugged out, Paul. That's for sure. Yeah, I've got a little bug out bag myself. I got a knife and an Olfa knife, a razor knife, some toilet paper. You gotta have toilet paper in it, right? I got a handkerchief in there. I got some like paracord rope in it. And I've just been trying to get some other ideas of what you guys might put in there. I mean, I don't have any, no ammunition or no gun to put in there. I wouldn't keep that stuff in there. But oh, JCB, that's really cool. M16, that's a great choice. I wish I could afford one now. It's kind of funny, David. I worked for this lady. She looked like she was worked at the library, right? She was just like that sweet elderly lady looking kind of person. In her room, she had two M16s on the wall. I'm like, is that what I think it is? She's like, yep. Her husband worked for some ammunition manufacturer, and they were both really big into guns. Yeah, I don't have too many bashers or crawlers or anything like that. I've got the Gravedigger, the Axial. I've got some very, very dirty Typhon Groms. They're really fun. And then this big one here. This is a lot of fun in the yard. Lots of fun. I need to get it out more. Oh, that's right. I don't know where the clips are for the body. I lost the clips last time I was looking for them. I bet they're up there in the bag. It is more about fine control. You know, it's just very small movements on the stick is what you want to try to do if you're just getting into it, you know. Small movements do big things in the air most of the time. That Chris is flying. Kenny is flying. I saw Pilot Ryan flying. Thank you so much for being here. Flying Tiger, we're going to move on to the next one. Go to Chris. One Wheel Wonder Chris. You can tell what his favorite plane is. That's Cessna 182. Oh yeah, Mike Bird. That's very true. Even in real life, it can be very technical. Oh man. Mike Bird, have you bought any new purchases lately? Building a kit in the winter? I need to finish some of the projects I have before I buy any more. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Chris. Oh, it turned around quick. I've seen that channel, Mike Bird, West Desert Reelers. It always looks like he's up there in the Utah area, maybe around Moab or Zion or wherever they are up there. Oh, the coffee's good tonight. Nice flying, Chris. Woo, okay, they're almost. Yeah, never say you can't do something. I mean, there are real people. Young. I think I saw a young lady flying an airplane with her feet. A pilot. That means like in training to fly. Logan, is that West Desert Wheeler? That's his name. You guys are tearing it up, man. The sky is full tonight. No landing fees. Logan. Pilot Ryan, how are you doing, sir? Did your electric come back on? Hopefully. Whoa, that was pretty wild. You know, they had the sim on sale at Christmas time for 99 bucks. That's the game and the controller and everything. It was a great deal. And I bet they'll do it again. So keep your eyes out. It's regularly $200 to buy the sim and the radio. You could download it onto Steam. Crazy Quad Brothers P3. How you doing? All right. We'll give Chris another minute or two, and then we'll. Do you need a PC? Um, yeah. Uh, I don't know about a smart TV. Would Can you fly on a smart TV, guys? Oh, dang, Lori. You know, I've heard that people have problems with the dongles. I know. I think Michael Wright has a problem with the dongle. Hi, Michael. Oh, that's all right. You know, I'm basically the reason I want to do this channel is to get people in here that don't have a lot of skill, that want to learn from people that do have skill. Because I'm sure that the guys that are in the room there are chatting with each other, or you can message back and forth even. Oh yeah, and I, I don't think I've done this before, but I think I'm going to do it tonight. Um, I'm going to leave Monday Night Real Flight up and going after the show. So after Monday Night Real Flight live stream shuts off, I'm just going to leave the multiplayer room open, and I'm going to come and fly. Yeah, you can. I'm sub to you. You certainly can, sir. I think anybody could click on your name and subscribe to your channel or go check it out. And I would encourage if you guys aren't sub to Crazy Quad Brothers or Super One Handed, you know, please go and give them a subscription and a like. It's all free. It helps the algorithms and all that. Thank you, Mike. Oh, very, very cool. Thank you to your dad. Utmost respect for people who serve this country. Yeah, I kind of, I just figure that it's a little easier that way. I think I've only had problems a couple times, and it's nice to have people that are in here that are moderators that can jump right on and take care of it. Chris, thank you so much. Let's move on to XXL Vet. Our buddy Kenny flying with the back door open. Got the big C-130. No? My goodness. What a monster, Kenny. It even looks like foam on the sim. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think I subbed to you when you were over on Ty Show. I went through and subbed to a bunch of people like a month ago, and which has been awesome, man. It reciprocating back and forth with the love it's a beautiful thing, man. Helps everybody. Nice flying, Kenny. Yeah, I like going there, hanging out with the Fun Zone crew or the Tinfoil Hat Gang. Some funny names. I would agree with this right here. Best warbirds yet. That Trojan, oh my goodness. Any of you near PA where they're having that bad weather this evening? I hope not. I hope you're all doing well as far as that goes. No snow, starting to get spring. J-Man, how's it going? I'm grateful you're stopping in. Thank you, sir. We are all taking turns flying a battery or two through. Kitty's playing with his back door. I can't wait for summer either. I'll be staying indoors, thank you very much. To the moon, Kenny. Nice flying. We have some very good pilots in here. J-Man, you live where it's cold? Few people in here that are from the cold places. Bill, how's she coming along? Are you referring to the closet girl? Closet Girl's doing awesome. J-Man in Alaska, that's right. That's right. Saskatchewan, Canada, small. Moose Jaw, okay. I have one of my slick buddies that's up there in Canada. And I believe he lives near Saskatchewan. He's got a whole row of slicks out in front of his place. Because people drive for hours to go take pictures of it. Or just a whole bunch of old trucks, you know. Kind of like one of those picturesque things people like. Oh, well, look, you ready? Ready, Mike? Oh, there it is. It's doing pretty good. Starting to get big on top. Okay. Enough of that. Uh-oh. Better call the fire department. You guys are all crashing up. Kitty is down there. Kitty's got the airplane that looks like it's still foam. That's hard to believe. The plant cam. Yeah. The grow cam. Hi, Fred. The Fred Bear and RC. How are you, Fred? I'm glad you're here, sir. Cheers to everyone. Nice flying, Kenny. Don't hit the truck, all right? That almost took your head off, Kenny. I have not, J-Man. But that sounds like it would get very interesting. I would want to be the crane operator. It is a re-veg. And Mike, I was looking at the pictures just a couple days ago. Let me see if I can find it again. That's going to be washed out. But it was basically just a few sticks on November 16th. So in 4 months, it's already done. And you know what? When it's done here in 2 more months, I'm going to take it outside and plant it in the dirt and let it go again. Why not? I mean, can't hurt it. Awesome flying, Kenny. Switching it up to Mr. Pilot Ryan, King Rat himself. I know you all know that he's got the Thursday show for his tiny little fab truck shop, which is pretty awesome, really. You know, I mean, yeah, I can see where some people are a little butthurt that, you know, it's not all about airplanes all the time, but it is what it is. You get what you get. Mike Bird, better than the first time. It's amazing. It looks better than the first time. But a little bit of the smell is gone. And I don't know if that's going to pick up in the next month or so. Maybe. It's free. No. EQ, you're kidding, right? They're making a 2026 Ford F350 that looks like a 1979 model. Well, that would be a dent side, 73 to 9. Those are really nice trucks. So, you know, and 10 years ago, you could buy those things a dime a dozen. I know guys that have a whole yard full of them, right? Just because I'm into the trucks. And there were 2 old guys about 4 miles away from me that, you know, I have 4 or 5 trucks in my yard. These guys had like 30. Same year as mine, 61 to 6. They had some 50 stuff. They had a 48. Tom and Jerry were their names. They were twin brothers. They would fight about politics every time I'd go over to see them. Incredible. Incredible guys, really. I've been looking for power steering brackets and pump and pulleys for an early small block Ford, right? I need that for my truck. And I called my buddy Dwayne. He's been through a lot of Mustangs and he does Mustangs. He told me that Jerry passed away, and I didn't know that. He said all those trucks were gone now, and that his brother Tom was really old, using a walker. Came over to see him sometime before the end of this last year in 24. He said he looked bad. Starcat is flying the Hobby Zone Aero Scout. Beautiful Mustang. Nice flying, Ryan. Nice rudder turns, keeping it flat, keeping the gear down, riding dirty, as they say. Tail high. Very nice. So what did, in the AMA magazine, they have all the districts in the back. Tell all the events going on. Do you ever go through that? See what's happening in your area? Sanctioned events? I know Joe Knoll is coming up in first part of May. I know that Beeham Jam is coming up, right? It is very close to like flying an RC plane, J-Man. If you bought a sim like this and mastered it to where you could fly different aircraft and go out and land and take off, I'm sure you could go out with a little bit of confidence and nail it with a real plane. As long as you pick the right one. Because they're not all beginner aircraft. Oh no! I'm glad I've never experienced that, Fred. That would put me right in a pickle if it did it to me. Oh boy. Yeah, load's cheaper. Well, there is a very long list of aircraft, airplanes, helicopters. There's even a little swamp boat. It's really cool. There's quite a selection. Uh, and there's packages that you can buy for the latest and greatest stuff, right? Like the new releases, they don't just automatically drop them on the sim for everybody to use. They figured out that, oh, we can put 3 or 4 in a little bundle and sell them. Yeah, I get it, I guess. They are. I've hit a tree before. Crazy Quad Brothers. We put one right through a tree. It basically came out confetti. A beautiful flying chaos too. A Joe Birdie chaos kit built. Kind of a crying shame, really, that happened. But it happens when you go, oh, can you get any closer than that? Well, yeah. Be, super one-handed. I've never really been a gamer. My kid is a gamer. In fact, he went to Milwaukee. Went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and was at some convention for the little miniature painting and all the gaming stuff. I have no idea what it was about. But he goes every year. Last year he went to Chicago. This year he went. J-Man, thank you so much. Yeah, it's legal here, so we can grow a few plants if we like, up to 6 per person is allowed in Arizona, which is about damn time if you ask me. It really is. In fact, I think Starcat is flying the Aero Scout. Let's go down to Starcat, which is Guy. Hello, Guy. You know, it's a plant. It's just hard to believe that, you know, what do they say? In this day and age, that, you know, they want to throw you in prison for it. 100% illegal in some states. If they catch you with a seed, they're gonna smash you, throw you in the pokey, make you somebody's woman. God dang, man, that's horrible. Prepare the Aero Scout. Aero Scout is great. It's a great trainer. Beautiful flying Guy. So some of you probably know, but Guy Starcat, the gentleman flying, he taught me how to fly U-Control. He's been a friend of the family for as long as I've been alive, I believe. And he is a twin brother also. And they're completely opposite. It's funny. It's funny how those twin brothers are like that. I don't know, any of you twins? No, I'm not. I have a sister. Some days I don't want to really claim that I have a sister, but you know, the facts are that I have one. Oh, urban legend. Ty, editing is like it's like beyond me, really. I mean, I say don't don't doubt yourself and don't put yourself down or think that you can't, because that's the worst thing to do. Well, editing, yeah, I'm lost. I'm completely lost. I can only do this shows because my kid came over and helped me set it up. So thank you to him. Nice flying star cad. I should have put it on the Facebook page for the club that I was doing a show tonight, but I didn't. Oh, if you like, just do it for a hand launch. Take the gear off of it. Oh, very cool, Dan. So I got a nice boo-boo. I'm stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me. Whacked the crap out of my arm right there. I don't even know how I did it. I just woke up off the ground and then I was bleeding. I should be more careful. It had nothing to do with some bird that got behind a cabinet in my shop. No. You guys are awesome. There's a lot of people in here flying. Thank you. Thank you so much. Star Cat, thank you. Guy, thank you for flying. Got CVO with a chopper. Looks like an R-44. I have no clue. Anywhere near the Grand Canyon is beautiful, Jeff. Glad I have coffee. Damn, a cabin for a week. Might be up by Williams or Flagstaff. Not yet, Richard. We haven't officially been kicked out yet, so they said they were going to try and give us until about the end of the year before they're going to want that piece of property. And I really hope so. And the proposed new site really isn't that far away. And it's it's not off the freeway. So there's not a lot of traffic. There's not, uh, 4 softball fields next to it and a little park and a BMX track and a go-kart track. And so it's a very noisy kind of area, very congested. And the field's big. The runway's huge. I mean, 75 feet by 450, 470 feet, something like that. It's good. There's a couple other fields here that are 800 or 900 feet long. I think TIMPA, Tucson International Modelplex, is 850 feet long. Huge runway. Oh, nice, Victor. Some scraping tail. Oh, Jeff, I hate to drive other people's cars. Just, makes me nervous. If something happens, and if it was a Tesla, definitely not. I went to the dump on Saturday, and on the way back, I saw a Tesla in front of me that had a bumper sticker on it that said, Anti-Elon Musk Tesla Owners Club. What? Okay. Because maybe he figures if he puts that sticker on there, nobody will touch his car. Like, oh, he hates Elon too. We'll leave him alone. When are those people going to learn to cover their faces? Come on now. Obviously, they're not like criminals. 73 degrees in Tucson, Arizona. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Ah, no. Midair. I don't think that's the first midair, but first one right in front of the camera. Front and center. R22. Is that the R22? Paul McNeil? You have a lot of helicopters. I'm sure you would know. Oh, excuse me. So I like looking through the back of the AMA book and checking out all the photos of people's aircraft they built over the years. That one right there is a great plane. Super Sportster. Lots of cool stuff in here. One of the perks to getting AMA. Which I know that some of you probably don't have AMA. You don't fly at AMA field. And that's cool. There's not AMA fields everywhere. I mean, if I didn't have an AMA field here to fly at, I certainly wouldn't buy AMA insurance just to go fly some parking lot. Not gonna happen. Something about the Toledo swap meet coming up. Yep, Saturday, April 5th. Toledo, I guess that's in Ohio, right? Toledo RC swap meet. I think some of you are close to that. Oh, Fred. Yeah, it's the last day of the month, and that means busy time for you. I completely get it. CVO, thank you for flying. Get back up here to the top, the list. Mr. Hensley, Richard Hensley is flying. I'm trying to rotate through some pilots a little faster. I'm not sure, Ty. Is Super One gone already? Super One-Handed is still here. Chicks and motorcycles and hot rods. At least you have the order correct, sir. Oh man, Paul. That poor raccoon. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Moose burgers tonight. Man, that does sound good. I've never had moose. I've had elk, antelope, javelina. If anybody ever offers you javelina, don't try it. Don't even bother. Unless it's made into chorizo, and then it's really, really good. EQ, have a good night, sir. Take care. You probably got 6 cars to paint tomorrow. Gotta go get some rest. Looks like Victor and Kenny are having fun. Wait a minute, Mike Bird. Did EQ get a new Ford truck? That would be cool. I know he was having problems with his Suburban. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go check it out. There are a lot of like AI kind of videos people put together. Like, what if Ford built a 26 350 that looked like a 79? I know I've seen some with the El Camino. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Mike. I'll click on that. Richard, sir. Thank you for flying. Go down to Victor here. Watch Victor and Kenny perform their magic. Some of the better pilots. At least I think so. Um, J-Man, I would say yes, you can. Uh, it's your depth perception is it takes a lot. You might try a few times or a few hundred times before you get it, but tomorrow night. Ty, do you already have a link? Have you already put up a link for that? You're more than welcome to put it in the chat. I know I'll be there. Has its windows open? There we go, guys. Hanging on the prop. You guys are awesome. See, I could do that, but I can't stay up there for all that long, you know? I have to give it gas and get out of there. I'm not going to say what it looked like you guys were trying to do. Take a piggyback ride or something. Definitely contact was going on. You guys are awesome. Old age. You know, I was reading an article about, you know, cannabis use and how it makes you lose your memory loss, and how it makes you lose your memory loss. I don't think I had much to lose. I know a lot of people treat it like like a drug. It is. Stay hydrated. Yes, sir. Actually, you need a drink of water. That coffee is cold now, so water it is. I, Lori, I didn't think so. I mean, I've seen a lot of those. I've seen a lot of those AI generated videos where it looks like they're making a new vehicle look like an old vehicle, and to the point where you could be fooled by it. Just I got to figure out that time travel thing. If I can go back and just buy a couple of cars that would be like really nice ones now, and put them away. Well, some people have. I can't imagine owning, like there are some Mustangs, King of the Road, KR Mustangs, 500 Shelby Mustangs that have less than 10 miles on them. And they're never driven, they're never enjoyed, which is such a shame. I'd want to go pound the gears on it just to see. Ty, there's a lot of great pilots in here. Victor, thank you, sir, for giving us a great show. We'll switch to Flying Tiger. See if he is flying. He might be in the chat. We'll give him a minute, and if he doesn't take off and fly, we'll change it. Oh, there we go. That's all it took. Oh no, the bench. Tim Sky is flying. I love the old biplanes. Ty, when we first used to go out, my buddy hit the side of a truck. And the very first time we went out, went to this huge field. It was just plowed off, nothing, flat, open area with one 40-foot Connex box on it, way off in the distance. First flight ever on RC from my friend. He took off. He went around himself, all the way around himself, turned back around and went straight for that building and smacked right into the side of it. And I kept trying to tell him, give it up, give it up, give it up, 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 up. Crash. But, you know, that's how you learn. You've got to crash a few planes before you go, oh, well, I shouldn't do that again. Or that was a dumb idea. Or that wasn't set up right. Whatever it is. Into the fray, as Flying Tiger says. Beautiful flying. Hang it right out there. Will a FlySky transmitter work on real flight? I am not sure if FlySky transmitter will hook up to a dongle and then hook up to the sim. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think our buddy Kenny Rogers, we were talking about it. I think he said if it's Spectrum compatible, it will. If not, no. I bet you're right, Lori. Everything is proprietary. There we go. Yeah, JR became Spectrum. I started with a Futaba radio, and then I had several of those before getting a JR computer radio that would hold 20 planes and 10 helicopters. And I believe it was a 7-channel. And when I jumped back into the hobby 5 years ago, I was looking for a JR radio, and I was like, oh my goodness, they're out of sight on the price for one for these big computer radios. Not really what I was looking for. But the Spectrum radio that I have is good. I mean, if all you have is a DX, you're perfectly fine. And you can pick them up, you know, after the kind of like, you know, secondhand. I hate buying stuff secondhand, but there you go. Crazy Quad Brothers. Thank you very much. It's going to get very hot here. We're going to have a really nice week. It's only going to be in the 60s tomorrow, like 67 and 64 the next couple days, and then we're going to jump right back into the frying pan. But right now it's a beautiful 72 degrees. Oh, nice. Ty, that's great. You could almost just go to Steam and get the Real Flight Evolution and hook it all up and be flying next Monday. Dan, thank you for being here. I'm grateful to all of you for being here, hanging out. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I'm going to jump down the list here to Mr. Fred. Is Fred flying? Fred's leaving a link. We'll give him a minute and watch Fred fly. He's got the L-39. Hi, Pilot Ryan. Thank you for jumping in and giving us a show. Some excellent flying there, sir. The Fred Barron is flying the L-39. So this right here looks like a pretty good article. It's about how to do maneuvers, aerobatic planes. Kenny, that's great news. I'm glad you're giving us an update. That is awesome. Yes, sir. Flying Sight 3. Boy, I'd be there every day. Yeah, that is great news, Kenny. New computer almost ready for FPR live shows. There we go. Looking forward to it, Kenny. Another one? You got another one? Come on, Kenny. Before you know it, you're going to have more printers than you have foam airplanes. You know, I saw laser, like, welder that was also a laser table to cut stuff out on, plasma table. It was like a 3-combo deal called X-Tool. Oh my god. Had a laser for stripping rust. Man, them some slick landings there, Fred. J65. There's a couple of those at our field. They really fly like a trainer, the guys tell me. They look like they fly like a trainer. Woohoo! That's great, David. That is awesome. What happened, Kenny? You don't have any landing gear. Woohoo! Fred's pouring on the coals now. You know what, Richard? As soon as I get it cleaned up, it'll be a lot better. I have plenty of light now, which, I went from 2 fluorescent shop lights, which put out quite a bit of light, but I put 6 flush mount round, 6-inch round LEDs up in the ceiling, and they have plenty of light. I bought an 8-pack of, they got the little extra box, you hardwire it in, and then with these you can actually flip through the light settings to make it like bright white or like more yellowed off, so it has different light levels. So I can adjust it. There's plenty of light. I only put up 6. I'm probably going to put the other 2 in the house. I got a little hallway here that could use some extra light. It has 1 fixture now, and 2 would be better. So I might do that. I have some house projects coming up I need to do. Yeah, that is cool, Ryan. That F-250 is really slick. 69 F-250. A bump side truck. Every guy that owns one of those in real life, a real one, they go out and they steal those road signs that are orange that say bump. This one guy picked one up at a swap meet this weekend. Banana Hobbies. What's that, Kenny? Awesome, Fred. Let's see if Tim is flying. Tim's got the not the Carbon C, but the E-Flite 1.2 T28. It's really nice and bright, Richard. And I took the two fluorescents and I put them in my 20-foot container. We'll wait for Tim to fly. Hopefully that happens. We haven't had him on yet. So I bet it was a learning experience building that setup in your shop, Kenny. I have to say, I was really hoping you would do some videos on it, at least of the damn electrical work, so I could get some pointers. You know, had to figure it all out on my own. Thank you very much. Well, I got it done. The hardest thing was the trench, man. I couldn't rent a trencher because there's other things in the way. Beautiful flying, Tim. Oh, David, I believe it. I believe it. I know there was a few things that I bought when Kenny had it on his show. I'm like, oh man, I gotta have that. Did I really have to have it? No, but it seemed like a great idea at the time. Oh, nice. That is a great price for a 3D printer, Kenny. I mean, even one that's smaller, you know, under 300 bed size, print bed size. Of course you do, Kenny. I have two. I have the Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus. I put it away. I put it back in the box, actually. I mean, Ryan got his, and it was like one of those purchases from your life, Kenny. Ryan got a printer, and gosh dang, I had to have one right away. But, you know, Bamboo wasn't going to send me one, so I bought one. And I've had fun with it, and I'll have fun with it again. But for now, I just put it back in the box. And I can tell you that taking it apart was a lot harder than putting it together. Those little plug-in clips, oh my goodness. They can be a booger to get apart. That's awesome, Kenny. The nights you sat up with the little heater at your feet for hours and hours entertaining us, Kenny. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Woohoo! Craig Bevan. Well, I'm glad you made it, Craig. We're only going to be on for about another 10 minutes. Hi, Spencer. Hopefully you're doing well tonight, Spencer. Ah, you know, Richard, I don't get to see her enough, to tell you the truth. But, you know, they're new parents, and I understand they're not going to come over here every day, but she's doing very well, gaining weight and getting big. Everything's doing awesome. In fact, I got a Social Security card in the mail for her. I'm like, what's this? Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to do that nowadays. Everybody gets a number. That is awesome, Spencer. Well, hopefully you find some relief. Beautiful flying, Tim. Couldn't ask for a better plane to fly. Just as an all-around go-to. Uh, yes, Mike Bird, they will. It could happen as early as this Thursday or Friday for just a little bit, which would be awesome. Oh, oh man. I was hoping to avoid that kind of talk, but I'm glad you're doing well. Better. Tim, thank you for flying. We'll put it back on Kenny for a minute. Gotta stay hydrated. Drink up, guys. Cheers. Woohoo! My goodness. Jeff in Lower Alabama, thank you, sir. I'm grateful to you. Don't forget to check Jeff's show out on Friday night. I wasn't there because I was busy Friday. I had to go take care of my kids' cats. And we were on the road. I think that's the first time I missed the show in quite a while. Have a great night, Jeff. Kenny and Victor are putting on a show for us. It is. You know, Richard, I have friends that have great grandchildren now. And I just barely had my first grandchild. So I guess we just started later. Flying Tiger, good night. Good night, David. Thank you so much for being here with us. Tell Crystal I said hi. Best wishes. Woohoo, Kenny. Oh boy. Yeah, so if David's still here, of course Paul jumps in the Zooms like every time now. But the one time you jump in, he wasn't there. Good night, Chris. It's almost good morning for you guys. I'm certainly grateful to all of you for coming in and putting on a show and just listening to the BS and putting up with the plant talk and whatever else we talk about, the truck talk. Thank you, Lori. You guys have a great night. Stay warm. Don't go to Old Orchard Beach. Not a good place. No, it's a great place. Holy cow, Kenny. Okay, so I know I said it before, but I think I'm going to leave the multiplayer room open. Craig, I put it under the covered parking yesterday, and I gathered up all the bits and pieces and got them in the shade and protected from the rain, and of course not the dust or dirt or debris that blows around. But you know, I've got it covered. You know, out of the sun at least, and I'll get back to it soon. You know, but it's one of those things that you work on it when you can, and if you can't work on it or don't have the funds for it, you just put it away. Been doing that for a lot of years now. It'll get done though. Richard, baseball started up at spring training. Phoenix is a great place for spring training baseball. Lots of teams come here. What's your favorite team, Richard? I have to say that mine's the Oakland A's. That would be ever since like Bill Martin was the coach. You know, the old drunk guy. In fact, I think he died in a car crash in the ditch from being drunk. I'm not sure about that, but gosh darn. Kenny, I guess, is done flying. I saw Tim flying. Phew, Richard took off. I'll have to go watch and see what the score was. Oh, very cool. Ricky, that name sounds familiar. He was one of the players, right? Probably from like the 80s or 90s. In the 80s, my cousin played professional ball. He played for the Padres, the Phillies. He pitched in the World Series for San Francisco. Had a horrible batting. It wasn't bad. That's very cool, Tim. Houston Astros. Well, when I was in Little League, I was on the Mets. And our Little League Mets team, no good. My first time at bat, struck out. First time in the outfield, missed the ball. All the other kids are like, "Oh man, don't put that guy in again." Tim, thank you for flying. Put it on Richard. Not many people left in the sky, but as soon as I shut it down, I'm going to jump in and fly for a few minutes. See if I can chat with any of you. Swing and a miss. Yes, Fred. Most every time. But you know, the really important things, you get a hit. You knock it out of the park sometimes. Keith Christie. How you doing, Keith? Glad you stopped in, sir. what you been up to? My internet connection is not connecting anymore. Paul, it's because you live in the sticks, right? I don't think you could have worse internet than Kenny Rogers. I'm sorry to hear that, Keith. Ooh. Oh man, that's. I'm sorry, Keith. That happened to my buddy Dave. It was in November, 5 years ago now. He came down on Saturday. We went to a swap meet for the car parts and shit, you know, hanging out, had good lunch. The very next day, his girlfriend Marty called me and said Dave had a heart attack. And he had already had quadruple bypass surgery a couple of years before that, but he had a stroke, an aneurysm, something. He didn't make it. My prayers are with you, Keith. It doesn't get any easier, man. I still miss the guy. Think about him every day. Well, I hope their family can find comfort, Keith. Nice flying with the PT-19, Richard. Woo! Oh my goodness. Yeah. It was 2 or 3 weeks ago. My wife's cousin Paul his wife passed away really suddenly from an aneurysm, and it's difficult. It is so difficult. Paul has been having a really hard time getting through it. I keep trying to tell him, be strong, man. But in reality, I don't know how he can do it. Just got your simulator working. Well, jump in, Paul, because I'm going to leave the room open so we can all fly. And I'm going to jump off of the live here. And then Monday night real flight just on Steam will be open. And I'm going to go fly. At least I hope I can go fly with you guys. Never tried to after the fact, but we'll see how it works. Thank you so much, Fred. Thank you to everyone here. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And we'll see you next Monday. And don't be fooled by anything, because tomorrow's April Fool's Day, right? Don't believe anything or anyone. So it's just like any other day. Hey guys, take care. Have a great night. We'll see you on next Monday night. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Keith Christie, you bet, man. And my prayers are with you and his family. And I know it's going to be tough, but time heals. Hey guys, have a great tomorrow. We'll talk to you later. Peace.